my DK explosive shot crits for 2.5, 3K, if that. It's a sad shot.
And that's never going to see a buff because PvE. We're actually getting a survival nerf. We're getting 5% less agility in the tree.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is game breaking, but it's still.
We're also losing the removal of the double aspect bug, so that's another.
That's actually got hot fixed in. Can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just really bad at it now, but
it's a big hurt.
I'm pretty sure it's in. It got hot fixed.
They're fixing the monkey stun. It'll no longer be a stun. I mean, are you guys still going to use it? Sparky's, I know you like. For me, it's going to depend on if it DR scatter. I know you use it purely for CC.
I'll be using my spider.
I don't think it's going to DR scatter at all because it's a blind. So yes, I'm going to continue using it.
I think blind and scatter DR each other though. Rogue blind and our scatter. I could be wrong. I don't know that for sure.
I've never played with the rogue, so I don't.
I'm sure. I don't know if it's right. I know blind and freezing trap share DR, but I'm not sure about scatter.
Okay, maybe that's what it is. Then I could, yeah. But I mean, you're probably still going to use it, right, Sparkies? Because I know you were saying you only use the stun for the healer, anyways. So.
It depends though. If it shares DR with scatter, then no.
Yeah, agreed. Dissection, I'm guessing you're using the monkey pet right now. Is that right?
Yeah, I am.
Wait, would you continue if it's just a blind, like when it gets changed? Are you going to switch pets?
I probably will, just because like the Hunter and Shaman have so many CC that's like on DR for everything. Yeah. So one thing I think that needs to happen is with the glove bonus that reduces your trap cooldown, that needs to also reduce the lock and load internal cooldown as well, because like on your second trap, it just won't proc lock and load.
Even a freezing? Have you tried 2 freezing traps? Because the bugs with freezing traps always proc it.
Trap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've tried with a few things. But, yeah.
So what do you guys think about the glove change? They took 2 seconds off.
They actually didn't, because I had the Epic 2...
Oh, yeah, you were telling me that.
Yeah, 2200s.
I think it was intended all the time. It was just, yeah.
I don't think it's that big of a deal, honestly, since we can't trap. It doesn't lower scatter, so we can't trap until scatter's up, which is always going to be 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal as people are making it out to be.
Yeah, I agree with that. The only way you could, really take advantage of 20-second traps is if you scatter trap, and then monkey stun trap, and then scatter trap, Then you're getting it on cooldown, but otherwise it's really not a big deal. A good change, I think. They're lowering Feral's damage, which is good, and also Berserking will no longer break or make you immune to fear, so we can scare beast them when they're Berserking.
Yeah, 100% of the time we'll be able to fear them now, which is nice.
So. Can still easily be dispelled by every healer, though. So
yeah, they can also shift out of it, but
they can't shift when they're in the. They got to shift before your cast. If they shift out during the fear, they're still feared.
Yeah.
But it's a good change, I guess. But against good ferals, it's insanely hard to get a scare beast stuff. So
they did buff shred though. I don't know why.
They load a lot of damage.
What they did to ferals was they buffed their damage, but they removed the dot. Basically, they nerfed the dot damage, but their damage is still going to be high.
Yeah. We've already talked about it a little bit, but no more Bloodlust. I think it's a good change.
Oh, that's an amazing change. Even though I play with a Shaman, and I might totally screw over my comp, it was a needed change.
Dissection.
Sure everyone agrees that it's a pretty needed change.
Yeah.
Unless there's the wizards. Yeah. They don't have an opinion, though. They don't deserve one.
Yeah, they go.
It's a clear buff to every comp that doesn't play with a lost style. Like a TSG now is going to be a lot better versus Wizard Leaves and stuff like that, just because there's no lust.
I think it was fine before they gave it to mages. They started giving it to pure DPS classes.
Mm-hmm. How big of a hit is this going to be for your comp section? I mean, is this pretty big for you guys, or do you think it'll be okay?
Robot
I mean, that's when we get a lot of our offensive pressure out at the start with the lust, so I mean, I don't know.
Enhanced Shamans still do godly damage, though. So.
Yeah.
Well, when are you guys landing your kill? Isn't it with a hex or something?
Yeah, hex, a trap, whatever.
Oh, let's talk about 30-second hex real quick. Nerf, please. I don't think we...
Yeah, Enhanced Shaman's hex is kind of ridiculous, but... we'll keep it going on this. So another
that's what traps need to be like, in my opinion. Just a targeted.
It'd be nice
instead of us having to waste the CC in order to maybe have a CC.
Depending if it gets resisted or not.
I don't think they're ever going to change that though.
Depending if they have any dots, depending if their teammates are good.
I don't think they're going to change it.
Well, they nerfed the Wyvern Sting when it used to be 10 seconds on a 45-second cooldown.
Yeah, I mean...
So they might change Hex.
Change Hex, yeah, but I don't think they're going to change our trap to a targeted...
No, they won't.
I don't see that happening anytime in the future, because it's been the same way forever, so...
Yeah, they probably won't change it, but, I mean, just wishful thinking.
Some two other good changes that aren't really related to us, but, like, Ring of Frost, is the thing's going to get lowered, the ring will be smaller, and Smoke Bomb won't be a 10-second duration, it'll be 5 seconds, so I just think those are really good changes.
Another thing about Ring of Frost is they're not going to be able to cold snap it and have two rings down at the same time.
Yes, that is cool. The other Ring of Frost will go away, so that is really cool.
Yeah.
So, I mean, those are just kind of needed changes, in my opinion. I don't know how many people are going to argue against that. Smoke Bomb's pretty ridiculous, and Ring of Frost is pretty ridiculous, especially on, like, Dalaran.
One thing I do think that needs improving is our Widow Venom. It seems just, like, really clunky.
Yes, I should have talked about this. Yeah. How many of you guys are actually using it? That's what I want to know.
I haven't used it at all.
Use what? Sorry.
Widow Venom, or MS.
Oh, Widow Venom? I don't use it.
The only time I even do use it, and I'm not even sure if I should, it's like right after my healer's about to get out of our CC chain, I'll throw it on him maybe, you know. And even then, don't even know if it's worth the global or the focus.
Just put it onto our Serpent Sting.
Agree.
Yeah, that's what I was going to suggest too. That's what pretty much every hunter agrees with, that it needs to be put on our Serpent Sting.
It makes sense.
It makes sense, and yeah, every other, like, Frost Mages, Shadow Priests, they all have that shit built in.
Yep, but, I agree.